Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I've been tracking Bitcoin all day, and let's get the chart started right here. I've been tracking the price all day long, and I've been seeing a huge decline in the price over the last couple of days. Right now, we're bouncing back a little bit. We're at a market cap of 200 billion, with a Bitcoin dominance of 66.3%. Now, I want you to look at something here. All these coins. And a lot of them serve a different purpose, but it's kind of like an electrical system in a house, If you got one circuit in your house and you got one circuit breaker, you might load too many things on that circuit breaker and you might pop the breaker or blow the breaker, or bust a fuse, But you don't just have one breaker in your house. You got many, many different breakers and circuits in your house. And by using many different circuits, you're able to distribute the load out over all of the different circuits in your house. And this is the way with cryptocurrency. What you see right here is a distribution system, with Bitcoin leading the way as a store of value, but so many of these other coins, now look at the list of them as I go down. Coin after coin after coin after coin, each capable of carrying some of the load if the fiat financial system goes down. Now, take a look at this article. What they're talking about here is global debt reaching a new high. And they're talking about Bitcoin as a solution or a beneficiary if this global debt bubble pops and breaks, And scanning down the article, where was it here? They were talking about servicing the debt. And would Bitcoin soar if the bubble bursts? The global debt mountain, referenced by the IIF, drew attention at the crypto community as well. The assumption of some that Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies could soar when the debt bubble bursts. And we all know that this debt bubble is going to burst, It talks about a situation here, under highlighting it, where corporations will become unable to repay their debts. Fiat could become doomed. Right here, fiat could become doomed. And then they say, watch what happens to crypto. It says this remains a point of debate, though. The fact of the matter, said Lingham, is that if the world decided tomorrow to abandon fiat currency and embrace Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency couldn't handle it. And basically, I have to take a close look at this point he's making. And that's why I use the analogy of the circuit breaker. It could overload Bitcoin if the whole world were to come down on Bitcoin. He says here, Bitcoin lacks scale. It's still only able to handle 7 transactions per second, compared to MasterCard's claim of processing 50,000 transactions per second. He says the cost of a single Bitcoin transaction could skyrocket, perhaps to thousands of dollars. Well, the way I see it is a little bit different. Going back to all of these different coins, dozens and dozens and dozens of them, I see them spreading the distribution out over the entire network, and a lot of these altcoins coming in. Now take Digibyte, for instance. Coin I really love, It's number 52 on the list right now. I'll highlight it for you guys, what it's doing. Digibyte. A lot of people love Digibyte, And it's got a market cap of $85 million right now. And that's when cryptocurrencies haven't taken off. Cryptocurrencies are in their infancy. It's got $85.6 million market cap. And it's 52 on the list. Way down there. Some of these other ones I like, are right in here. Look, here's Zcash. Oh, what a great coin that is. $234 million market cap, and it's number 31. I always get a kick out of Dogecoin. Dogecoin. It started kind of out kind of like a joke, you know, kind of like the dog coin. But look, $287 million. Can you imagine a joke coin? Well, it's not really a joke coin. It's not a joke now with $287 million. Uh, Dash, wonderful coin, $517 million. IOTA, great coin. Now, here's the thing. When you look at the distribution over all of these different networks, and a lot of these coins can handle an awful lot more transactions than Bitcoin, why focus your attention completely on Bitcoin? If the world does come down on cryptocurrencies and all of the money and all the capital, everything, the fiat system dies, and all of everything comes into the crypto industry, Bitcoin is not going to take all of it all by itself. It's going to distribute the load out over all of these coins. The network is already established. We got hundreds and hundreds of different coins ready to accept the amount of liquidity that could pour into this space. And that's something to really get excited about, you know? Okay, so what's going on today? Why did Bitcoin drop so much? Bitcoin bloodshed after the PBOC, the People's Bank of China. You know, they're always getting their horn in there somehow or another into the cryptocurrency space, the PBOC. I remember when Bitcoin went up to $1,100, it was the PBOC that brought it down to like $150. I got nervous, sold my Bitcoin, you know. Ever so sorry I did. And that's when it went up to 20,000. I can't tell you guys the terrible bearish sentiment that was there after the PBOC knocked the price down to $150 from $1,100. It was so bearish. Everybody was thinking that Bitcoin was going to die and go to nothing. Well, you know, they've knocked it down a little bit right now. They're back to their old tricks again, the PBOC, and they've knocked the price down to just below $7,000. My take on it is, well, it says Bitcoin spiked lower on Friday's trading, dipping below $7,000 to reach a 6-month low. The selling came on the heels of Thursday's statement from the People's Bank of China, Shanghai head office, announcing plans to clamp down on illegal cryptocurrency trading. Same old story, same old garbage. You know, but it's creating a buying opportunity for you guys because, you know, Bitcoin's going to come back. It's going to come back with a vengeance. It's been going through a bear market for quite a long time. And you know what happens at the end of... What happens, basically, you get a bear market. Those are the things that you really should be looking at to buy. When sentiment is low, nobody else wants it. You know? And you've been through a bear market and you've tested bottom a number of times, it's just begging you to buy it. Now, you know, most people always buy the hot commodity, the thing that's went up and up and up for ages. And they always say, oh, it's a new paradigm we're going into. It's going to go up to forever. And everybody buys in. That's the time you should be assessing your risk and getting out, you know. But cryptocurrency, it's been in a bear market for a long time. It's tested bottoms. It's testing another bottom right now. You know, quite seriously. Gold and silver's doing the same thing. They've been through a bear market for a long time. What about the stock market? I mean, the stock market's been pumped up on corporate buybacks now at this point, and it's just exactly the opposite, you know. Let's take a look at this article. Now this... You know, the People's Bank of China is planning on releasing a cryptocurrency, a digital currency. They're planning on releasing it. The Fed is not going to just sit on their hands and watch the Chinese get first mover advantage. The Federal Reserve now, and you know how long, you guys, I've been talking about Fed coin or dollar coin, what they're going to call it, Fed coin or dollar coin or something like that. way back before there was any talk of the Fed actually looking into this. Now the Fed is seriously looking into this because they got to get ahead of China. China's going to get ahead of them. They're in a race now. This is a race to the bottom for the fiat currencies. It's just the handwriting's on the wall if you can only just see it. The Federal Reserve is looking into developing a digital currency in the United States, Powell confirms. U.S. central bankers have explored the possibility of developing a digital currency that would be directly available to do business for businesses and for households. We have assessed and we will continue to carefully analyze the costs and benefits of pursuing such an initiative in the United States, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell wrote in a letter to lawmakers this week. There you go, guys. There you go. Cryptocurrencies is going to take advantage of this movement to the bottom. This is the first thing. Get rid of all the cash. Move all of our money into a digital currency, a digital dollar. We've had Jim Willie talking about this for ages. He calls it the SH blankety 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 dollar. And I've heard him talking about that for ages, how they're going to create a new dollar. He was way ahead of the curve. I was way ahead of the curve. Here it comes. A race to the bottom. Fiat currency wars is secondary to trade wars. First you get trade wars, and you get currency wars, and then you get hot wars. I mean, this is the whole thing. We've had ships sailing through the area around the South China Sea. There's a lot of tension down there right now. There's been a lot of tension there for a long time. We got to keep our eye on that. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.